Okay, lawn fans, you ready? This is gonna be a end of the season video, September the 4th. Then I'm gonna take you out front, show you the front yard here, show you this backyard, tell you about my plans for this next season. First, I'm gonna start off with my mistake of the summer. This tree right here, and you will not be able to see it, I bet. But if you can see a lot of brown leaves up there, a couple weeks ago, I decided that I was gonna cut one tree down right here. And then I saw this poison oak vine. I said, I'm gonna cut that and make sure that thing dies off. Worst mistake of the summer. Because a couple days later, I was covered in poison oak. That was not fun. Anyways, steroid shot later, and I'm back on the go. But there's the dead spot. Xenon zoysia. It's growing in nice. Looks pretty good. I think next summer I'll have full coverage. This outside, my fescue's starting to come back in. I'm gonna overseed out there. And then there is the zoysia. Now, I'm gonna try not to make this a long video, but I'm gonna tell you about another mistake that I made. Let's go up here to the front yard. All right, we're coming up on the dog park here. Nothing special. No water, no nothing. So that's what it looks like. Okay, so if you recall from some of my earlier videos, I was having a problem with the yellowing effect on my lawn. And so I hit it with a little bit of nitrogen, 3208, a small dose of it, application. And then I came in, I sprayed with some iron, and I put citric acid in with the iron. Why? Because that helps with foliar uptake. But I was wrong with what I did. I left it on overnight until about 10 or 11 the next morning and watered it in then, and it gave me a yellow haze across the entire lawn that looks something similar to a PGR bronzing burn effect. And I've been waiting for that to grow out. So now, on top of that, because all the watering I did when the temperatures were 100 plus degrees, and I just kept on watering. When we came out of those temperatures, I overwatered my lawn. So I guess you could call that melting. And throw on top of that, I had a fungus. So I had kind of like the trifecta or quadfecta or whatever you want to call it. So my lawn is not totally recovered. It's got a haze, and it'll probably stay that way for the rest of the season because, like I said, September the 4th, we're going to be getting shorter and shorter days. College football's on. I don't care about the lawn right now anymore because I'll be spending my Saturdays on the back deck watching football. Why do I do citric acid? Because the pH balance of my tap water right there is high, and that has increased the pH balance of my lawn. And so I wanted to find a way to make my nutrients I'm putting out more uptakeable through the foliar applications. And I just should have probably done a little more research. Now, I shout out to a guy named Green Doc on the lawn forums. This guy knows a ton of information, more than a lot of us YouTubers. Probably more than a majority of YouTubers. But anyways, he's the one that told me, hey, you gotta water that citric acid in. So thank you, the Green Doc. What are my plans for the rest of the season? Y'all, I am cutting every damn day because of that 3208. And when I say I'm cutting, it's not just a basket. I'm getting 2 baskets plus off this. I'm not putting out PGR this time of year. I'll get my exercise doing that and cutting it until it slows down. In 2 weeks, it's gonna have a drastic slowdown here in Georgia. Just because shorter days, not because of the heat or anything, but Bermuda likes the heat and it likes shorter days, or does not like shorter days. And so that'll help slow it down. Cicada killer update right here. Those aren't growing in this season. They will be next season. But those are basically sand pits right there. And then this one gets hardly 6 hours of sun. And so it's interesting to see how little of growth that I've gotten in that so far. My plans for the rest of the season, really nothing. Like I said, I enjoy college football way too much to be worrying about the yard, so I'll be getting up early in the mornings and cutting, and then enjoying the rest of the day, and then the afternoons like it is right now, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I'll get out here and get my exercise in and cut it. My plans for the end of the season is to put out a 10-10-10, let it go to bed, and then next year I'm going to use a product pretty much all season long. That's a 2704, I believe. That's high in iron. I'm also going to use iron applications. I'm going to use PGR again. That was a great product for me, probably product of the year, if I get the dosing right, which I'm going to switch over to, and I'll tell you this one. I think I'm going to switch over to T-Nex from, oh, shit, I can't remember what I had here, but I just got too much bronzing with what I used this year, Primo Max. Let's see here, just the regular old pre-emergent apps. I'll do that split, one granular, one liquid. I will burn the yard off again this next year. I got a lot of good results from that. I was greener than everybody a month before their lawns came in or started coming in. I believe that I will do the feature for the iron and also the micronutrients in it. And that's going to be it. I went the route a lot of you guys are probably tuning in on, and I thought if I apply every product in the world, I'll have the best lawn than anybody. And that's not true. Sharp blade, water, fertilizer, inch of water a week. That's what it takes. Now, there are some things that you need to correct in your soil, and doing a soil test will help with that. And I do one at the end of the season before I'll put down that 10-10-10. I'll do a soil test just to see where I'm at when the season's over, and then I'll do it again before I start my season. But that's it, guys. Don't go out and spend a ton of money on snake oils. A sharp blade, water, and some fertilizer. And that will take care of you, I promise you. If you up your cutting to twice a week, then you'll look even better. 3 times a week, you'll be astronomical. But that's it. I'm gonna call it a season. I may post some updates of the backyard on Instagram, so follow me there. I hope all of you guys have had an awesome lawn season. I hope that you learned from my mistakes, and I hope to see you back here late winter, we'll say. So, Bermuda Brian, and the summer or the season of 2023 is done. Out.